Happy Saturday, folks. Crystal Hive is live. It's Saturday, the Champions Challenge edition. Used to be Friday format, moved it over to Saturdays to hopefully get more interaction and more people able to actually play. So I'm just gonna chill out and check some of my deck lists, kind of do some filtering while waiting for the stream to really populate here. But if you are wanting to challenge, wait for the scroller to repeat here. But if you look down, scroller will give you all the details you need, just exclamation fight. And you can choose any format you want with any deck you want. I asked that kind of integrity based, I guess. Just be decks that you actually own, no net decking, because that's not fun. But I'm open to any and all formats with any and all decks that we own. In the meantime, I always forget to post my always forget to share my Facebook post. They just don't make it easy. They don't allow me to just share straight to a group from my stream software. Get rid of that. Oh, we're starting off strong. Bring it on, wizard. Max SAS of 80. All right. Let's see what I got. I've got a few of those. Some would say that most of my collection is below an 80. All right. Now the true debate here is I've got a couple choices. Ooh, man. You know, this may not go super well, but I have a deck that I haven't played in quite a while that I really, really liked in Age of Ascension. It's like the only Age of Ascension deck I enjoyed. So I'm gonna play that. It's a, get its actual SAS here. It's a 77. Right? You're probably still gonna beat me, but hey, we'll do it. All right, I'll host the room real quick. That is for you, wizard. Happy Saturday, by the way. Glad you can join the new time for the Champions Challenge. All right, Calliope. I always like that name. Calliope is an old school name that I don't think gets much attention because it's kind of sounds like an instrument. I know there's an instrument that's either the same name or close, but all right, what do you got? It's Coda. All kinds of shutdown of fighting. Okay. Triple phase shift's gonna be gross, especially with Key to Distant Gateway and Arises. All right. If you haven't done already, I ask that you mute me and minimize the screen, and let's do this. I go first with a Dodger. I'm gonna go with Sanctum, drop Avon Armorsmith, Gray Rider, just to deter Dodger from fighting, because then now he'll die and won't be able to steal. I don't have any Amber to steal, but it is what it is. Poison Waves, okay. I feel like I need to work on some board control, so let's go Sanctum again with Aubade and Cermeros. So I need to start tracking statistics because first turn I played 2 Sanctum, drew right back into 2 Sanctum. And it seems like without fail, no matter what house I play on my first turn, I always draw that same amount of cards from the same house. Charette captures Nada. Drumble. I really don't want to kill Drumble, but I'm gonna go Logos. Let's drop an Igor to add another Igor to my hand. This deck also has Yurk, Old Yurk, and Ancient Yurk. Really helps me fly through my deck. So the whole point of this deck is to get through the deck as quickly as man, hiccups, I'm so sorry. To get through the deck as fast as possible. Let's go cut the research. Let's go size or the scientific hack. Okay. And the benefit of going through the deck as quickly as possible, this is a Brig deck, so I want to find that Brig combo as fast as possible. Oh, as the banner just reminded us, new merch is available. So I've got iPhone cases, Samsung cases, phone cases that is. Then I've got all the usual, so I've got a hoodie, t-shirt, mouse pad, mug, all kinds of good stuff. Stickers. I knew they were going to try and take out Cermeros. So now Arise, and they're going to jump Charette again. Yep. Works for me because now they don't have an Arise for later. Let's go... I'm going to play Dis. Let's play my Lash. I'm gonna banish Drumble. I'm gonna play my own Charette and end turn. Good old Bullet Eye. going to be rough. So I think I'm going to go, so I can't fight. I'm gonna go dis, use the lash, reap. I'm gonna protect Aubade by popping there. Old Yerk discards 2. I'm gonna get rid of Gorm of and who? Let's get rid of the other Aubade. And draw the Ancient Yerk and some more Logos. Figured they were going to try and hit Aubade, so I wanted to protect them. I had the option of scientifical hacking my Seismo Entangler to make sure that shadows couldn't reap. But I figured the better play would be to cycle my hand a little bit and still try and get through this deck. I'm gonna go, ooh boy, let's go Logos. Let's play Hexbion to the left, Pip to the right. Probably should have protected Pip, but whatever. I'll reap and reap. I'm gonna use Seismo Entangler to prevent shadows from reaping. And there's the Brig. Shut that bullet eye shit down. I think I have 2 Seismo Entanglers. No, this deck just has 1. They are going shadow, so they're gonna fight into my Pip and then Secret Needle it. Play Bad Penny again. Cool. Yeah, they're just gonna be fighting a bunch of stuff here. I'm sure they don't want to actually fight with Bullet Eye because they don't want Bullet Eye to die. So I'm gonna go actually dis, because what I want to do is I want to stall him on keys by using Lash. So I want to crank his key cost up and then Brig and get a crap load of Amber for it. He doesn't have heavy scaling. He has his own interdimensional graft, so that's the risk, but we will see. So I'm gonna go dis. Ancient has to discard 3. So actually, do I want to play dis? I don't think I do. This is tricky. I think I'm gonna go Sanctum actually. Gonna play Hadrith's Wall. discard, the harder they come. Reap. Get rid of one of those. Use Omni, and I'm going to use Seismo Entangler to prevent shadows. No shadows. Reap. And Lash, because why not? They're at 7. Boy. So I either Brig now or I Lash. I think I Brig now out of the interest of the fact that my Dis house is pretty useless right now. So I'm gonna go Logos. Let's Brig. And then let's go ahead and Reap. Seismo Entangler. No shadows from, or no Reap from shadows. So now if they follow with their own Brig, if they go very quickly in the Logos, then I'm worried. Then I'm very worried. There's Logos, so I'm curious if they got their own graft here. Lab work. Okay, no graft right now. I don't want to actually push my amber because I don't want to feed into giving them more amber than I need to. So I'm going to go Dis. I'm going to, let's fight their charrette. Play Streak. Let's use Lash just for shits and giggles. I'm going to Poltergeist to use Seeker Needle to hit Bad Penny. I'm going to discard. And I'm going to exhume. What do I want to grab? That's the trick here, is I don't know what I want to grab. Because it'll probably die, because I can't keep Bullet Eye from reaping this turn. I think I'll just play my Ancient Yerk from the discard. And that gives me a full hand cycle. And I'm back through my deck for the second time through. And they're in Dis, so they still don't have a graft. Hexbound Archives my Great Rider. They do have Drumble though. Which I'm fine with because I did draw my standardized testing. I can also go Dis and play Call the Weak, but I don't really feel like that. go Logos. I will take my archives. So I'm going to play Standardized Testing. Drop Hexbion, drop Brain Eater. Drop Cutthroat Research, and Seismo Entangler will... No dis. No Reap for dis. And turn. This is where if they hit the graft... Yeah, they went straight into Logos. No fighting. Research Smoko. Oh, good. They don't have it. So happy. So happy they haven't seen it. Okay, so I can't fight. I think I just go Sanctum, because I just have the most cards. Let's go Avon Armorsmith to the left. Blinding Light to stun. Let's stun Logos. I think that's all houses, though. Yeah. I'm fine with that. Stun Logos. Shield of Justice, and then Grey Rider. Boom. And then I guess for the remainder of the turn, let's just do that. GG. Wait for the stats to roll in, leave game. Oh, I forgot how much I love that deck. Really, really, really relies on Brig, though, but with it being able to fly through the deck fast enough, it's generally not an issue. Sorry, I'm eating a peanut butter cup. And throwing it on the floor. No. Well, that's a casualty of war. Yeah, I could see yours being really good too. I think it was at the detriment that the deck I was playing has so much control. Like just being able to shut down an entire house when what you had on the board, Shadows just wanted to reap, and I'm like, nope, no reaping. On top of me just being able to fly through my deck and see my Brig as fast as possible. I didn't have any of the parts, but I got my Brig combo by like turn 5, I think. So I had plenty of time to make it work, and I had the Lash to slow you down if I needed. That deck really relies on Seismo, because generally, don't talk with your mouth full, kids. Generally, the way I play the deck I played, the Circle Baker, I try and fight and keep you down to at least one house, and then I just lock that house out from reaping. And then if I can keep you down to 2 houses, I usually have my Cermeros, or I've got my Aubades out, so I'm controlling your Amber while you're only able to reap with 1 house. It's a pretty strong control deck. It's not very fast, but if I get that Brig off, if I'm not seeing other scaling Amber control, it just runs away after it gets Brig. The problem being, scaling Amber control is super prominent in competitive play, so I'm just sitting there hoping you don't have the... Because if I Brig, cool, I got a key off of it, but now you get all that Amber back that I just doubled, and you're going to win because I have no way to steal that Amber back again. Yeah, the 3 Fogify, I could see that absolutely crucifying a deck that actually wants to fight, where mine doesn't really care. But if any deck that relies on any type of fighting, it'll just shut it down. And yeah, 2 Drumbles. Not only do you have 2 Drumbles, but you have the Arise. So you can drop those Drumbles early. And I was trying to stay below 6 Amber, or 6 or below Amber, until I could use Brig. So your Drumbles are going to capture a lot. You can Drumble, have one die, Drumble again, have it die, and then you can Arise, and yeah, so you have a lot of Amber control out of Dis. And I did get really lucky. I drew my standardized testing the turn that you played Drumble, so I had an immediate answer. Otherwise, I think you probably would have got your second key, and that would have bought you more time to find your IG. Which I don't know if I would have had my second key by then, because then IG, after 2 keys, IG is useless. All right. Who's next? Scroller. Exclamation fight. Whoever wants to challenge me next. Oh yeah, that's rough. Especially when your deck doesn't rely on it, but it makes it much stronger when you can play that IG. What's the efficiency rating of that deck, the F score? Yeah, right around 10 is where I like to sit for stronger decks. Trying to look at what I had for that last one. So we were on the same efficiency. I'm sitting at 7.8. I'm gonna be honest, Orion. The people who truly want to watch me, they can never be stolen. Loyal through and through. You know what? Mortivis is a chump. Kidding. He sent me a lot of cool shit. Goober Bunny. 3 months. Happy anniversary. Now that I said that, please don't try and time your resubs to our actual anniversary date, because I know you would try. Oh boy. Honestly, it doesn't matter. No one wants to challenge me. If you want to take me on, format of your choice, go ahead and exclamation fight. So yeah, that's true. I think he would what, slowly crawl toward the date, because 31-day months throw it off, because I think the memberships are 30 days. So it'll slowly shift itself that direction. Weather so far, Orion. We're supposed to get a ton of snow last night. 0. We got a lot of rain. It is snowing now, but at least on our balcony, it's too wet, so the snow just keeps melting. I can't really see what's sticking to the ground, but it's supposed to be snowing from here forward all the way through Monday morning. So it's just the temperature is gonna stay cold. The snow will eventually start sticking, and then it'll accumulate. But I'm imagining like probably the first 6 to 8 inches of snow is probably just going to melt, and then we're looking from there on. Yeah, what Goober said, we're supposed to get between 2 to 3 feet of snowfall over the weekend, between now and I think Monday morning at like 5 is the current estimation. Up in the mountains are supposed to get, I think the highest I've seen is up to 5 feet. So we are preparing to be locked in for the weekend, but if we're not, then so be it. Oh man, what do I need to do? I need to look at some of my 70s. I also need someone to challenge me, because otherwise you're all stuck just listening to me, and no one wants to sit and listen to me talk all day. Though Goober could probably argue she wants to sit and listen to me talk all day. I think I'm pretty set on my 70. I think I'm gonna play Butcher Kim. I know that deck really well. It has some holes, but at this point, I just want to play decks that I find are fun and I'm comfortable with. So I think 70, I'll stick with Butcher. So 72, I have no idea. I actually need to pop into my DOK and start filtering and seeing what my options are at that rank, because I don't remember at all. So minimum of 71, maximum of 72. So now we're getting into entry-level competitive decks. You've got, it's the 68 match, right? Ooh. Oh man, my 72s are gonna be a hard choice. This is gonna be rough. I'm just looking at the names of the decks, and it's a lot of my favorite heavy hitters before a couple SAS updates. I'm looking at Morales Milchester's Farmer, which is a bonkers Fagin deck. No board control, unfortunately, but it does have an epic quest that actually can go off. The Major of Lance Allen, which is a what's the word? I'm trying to remember exactly. I had to pull the list up here. It's not the one I'm thinking of. It's a heavy fight deck. It's got a lot of board presence with a key cheat. It's got key charge. Then I've got Southwark, the airport commander, which is can do some pretty stupid stuff with Kirby. It used to be much stronger before they changed the rules about bouncing upgrades, because it's got 2 Kirbys with a Kirby's Blaster. So in a single turn I could draw 6 cards, but now I can only draw 4. Or sorry, draw 2. What else has it got? It's got double Seismo Entangler, so it's got a lot of reap control. I'm also Rascal Viga, which is the deck I took to the Vault Tour that went 4-1 before it got eliminated in Survival. Just a lot of really good decks to pick from, so I'm gonna have to filter those down. Add a constraint, expected amber, minimum of 20. Creature control, let's do 10. Amber control, minimum of 10. So far, the only one that's meeting all my requirements is Rascal Viga. Which makes sense. Oh, formerly it's 5-1 in Chainbound, and that was at a Vault Tour. Those, let's research. I'll look at efficiency and see what I can get. So it looks like my top two are between I Southwark and Rascal Viga. We have a challenger. 72s. All right. I am going to, I know Rascal Viga super well, so I'm not going to test that one initially. I'm going to play I Southwark. Play new game. Private. That is for you, Orion. Do it. 72s. What do you got? Sergeant of Battlefell. Coward's End. Yep. Bullshit Drummer Knot. Oh yeah, Gang or Not. Okay. Right? Yeah, I love that. It's so funny. I wish I could shut that off, that it tries to not, but I have to talk to Sky Jedi to change the programming. But it recognizes the ID and it's like, oh, that's a deck. Okay. So Hypnotic Command is going to be the main control here for Amber. And then Gatekeeper. Okay. See what this can do. Not a big fan of this. Actually, I'm okay. You know what? I'm okay with this start. No, I'm not. I'm going to mulligan. That's a little better. So let's start with Star Alliance. Let's go Kirby. Don't want to exile him, so I'm just going to end there. Zorg and Collector Worm. Collector Worm's going to be an issue. Boy. So I do not want that Collector Worm whatsoever, so I'm going to have to start with, let's go Saurian. This feels awful, but I'm going to have to do it. I got an Axiom. I have nothing initially to handle that. I'm going to hold the Exile again. I don't think it should be too hard. My initial thought was anytime someone fight challenges me, I would just send them a whisper on Twitch. But most people, myself included, end up having a filter on Twitch where you can't receive whispers from people who aren't, like, you're not connected with, that aren't your friends. So a lot of the time I just get bounced back. I'm going to go Saurian. I'm just going to actually discard this. Let's go Pterodactyl and Reap. Let's see, let's go Logos, let's go Hologramophone and Seismo Entangler, and then Code Monkey. Get 2 Amber there. Yeah, I don't think that... I'd have to talk to Sky Jedi. He's the one that programs Archon Matrix. So I'd have to just talk to him and see if it's a possibility. I've thought of it as well. It's just more of a manner of... brain fart. More a manner of just talking to him and see if it's something that he's willing to do. But that being said... I think I just go Logos. Seismo Entangler. I mean, Little Rapskull. I'm gonna make sure that Brobnar can't reap, because I'm gonna try and shut down this Drummerknot. I'm gonna Hologramophone, Code Monkey, and all this shit's elusive, so I'm gonna then fight Drummerknot. What's a DBA? Other than an acronym. My job, I work with acronyms all day, and I don't know DBA. I guess technically I do know DBA. So the funny thing is, now I think about it, my acronym at work is actually DBA. I'm a disability benefits advocate. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. So I'm gonna go Star Alliance. No to my archives. Let's go boom. Kirby's Blaster. And end turn there. Yep, so my career, I help adults with disabilities apply for and maintain their disability benefits. A lot of interaction with government agencies, and right now during the pandemic, it's frustrating as fuck because no one returns phone calls, no one returns emails. They give you a fax number and then 2 weeks later say, hey, we never got your fax. So it's dealing with the cracks that are apparent in our government system of not having enough employees and enough of an infrastructure to truly help everyone that needs assistance. But I get to use my psychology and sociology training along the way, as well as some pseudo law school. Get to know all kinds of things about disability law. I don't envy my work either. No, it's very rewarding. The career kind of just fell in my lap. A bunch of other personal stuff that I won't get into, but just chose this career path because I have the experience. And looking back on my career options, I apparently had done quite a bit of work with just demographics, so not just adults, but also kids with disabilities. So I've worked with kids with disabilities from the age of 5 all the way up to 18, and then adults with disabilities, so 18 to deceased. Didn't realize I had done so much work with people with disabilities, and I just felt like focusing and diving straight into it. And you are welcome, Fighting Walloon. I think there's not enough people with specialties in helping anyone with a disability. It's an drastically underserved population. But the nice thing is, I call Goober and myself the power couple because I work with adults with disabilities, and then Goober works with infants. And intention was originally infants with disabilities, so we're both very passionate about helping people that are the underserved. Boy. Yeah, babies. Damn it, we're back on that topic. God, I'm trying to think what I need to do here, and I think I just need to... I'm gonna go Saurian. Let's go Odoac, Pterodactyl, Praefectus, and Legatus Raptor. Honestly, that's very true. Like, you can't... There's no running away from the baby topic. It's kind of hard to get away from that topic when it's your career, though. It would be like having Wizard not talk about database administration. It's like, it's what I do for a job. How am I not supposed to talk about it? Or like getting me to not talk about Keyforge. Good luck with that. I'm going to go, since oh boy. Let's go Logos. Drop the other Seismo. Play Sanitation Engineer. Play Sanitation Engineer. Seismo Entangler. I want to prevent Robnar from reaping. Let's go Hologramophone on Sanitation Engineer. I don't have a Saurian to play out of hand, so we'll just stop there. You would be very right, Fighting Walloon. That was very serendipitous. It's just, yeah, sewer industry, sanitation engineer times 2. I can imagine that's quite an interesting cross-section, because a lot of my work, just using myself as an example, I mean, I don't know much about sanitation industry, but in my line of work with disability benefits, there's a large portion of psychology and behaviorism. So I need to know diagnoses criteria for certain ailments and all that kind of stuff, paired with the legal aspects of, okay, legally, could someone with this disability be their own guardian? If so, here's XYZ. If not, here's a whole bunch of form. Like, knowing the crossplay between law and psychology is very interesting. I'm not a guardianship advocate, so I don't do any of that work, but that is a lot of the people I interact with on a daily basis are just the advocates and guardians. Most of the consumers end up being their own guardians, though, so don't work with a lot of people, at least currently, that are unable to maintain their own health. I'm just going to go logos again. So let's Seismo Entangler Brobnar, and then Seismo Entangler Sanctum. Shut that bullshit down. And hologramophone on Engineer. Let's play Information Exchange. Let's reap, discard a card. I'm going to discard Data Forge, and I'm going to reap and discard. Let's reap and discard. Oh boy. Tribute. Feels bad, but that's what I'm doing. Double Seismo Entangler is nasty, especially when I can lock 2 houses out, shut down the cheating, and then Ixtli Fixed Finger is the only thing they can reap with, so now they can fight, but that's it. So for everyone watching, don't feel like you have to wait until a match is over to queue up being next on the fight list. So even if I'm in the middle of a match, go ahead and do exclamation fight. The scroller, I'm gonna point, there we go, over there. Scroller will tell you what the text is, exclamation fight. Ooh, they took everything out. So 1 to 5, if I play Red Alert, I can give 4. I don't have a bot or mod yet that will put people's lists out, but I'm thinking like it would be somewhere that pops up here, and then it would just have a list of names. Haven't been able to figure out how to do that just yet. I feel like I need to go logos again, but you know what? I'm gonna go Starlines actually. So I'm gonna Red Alert. And then I'm going to play Commander Chan, who's going to get 2 Light of the Archons, which makes him a +4/+4. Orion's enjoying the power of double Seismos. I am curious if triple Seismo is a thing. I don't think so. That would be super toxic, because you just lock your opponent out of every house. Cards. Seismo Entangler, 3 or more. There are 3 or more Seismo Entanglers in 219 decks in the world. There are 5 decks in the world that have 4, which is crazy. I might have to try and grab one of those. That's like, no, Seismo Entangler, there are 5 registered in the world that have 4 or more. None of them are scored well. The highest is a 69. Giggity giggity. Boy, oh boy, let's go Saurian. Let's drop the Golden Spiral. Let's play Imperium. Let's go Phalanx Strike to hit Calfine with 1. Exalt and do that. Got nothing else, but I'm in check. That was my thought, Kelly. Like, Seismo Tingler has the potential to lock you out. So if you've got 3, you just call Logos the entire game. You're going to have turns, like, if you can't keep a Logos board, like, because your opponent can still play cards, it just, they can't reap. So you lock them into, you have to gain your Amber through ability effects or bonus Amber pips. But now I'm curious. Tesmal, none that have 4, any that have 3, none that have 3, 2 is the limit. And I think the reason Tesmal is restricted while Seismo Tingler is not is for that very reason, where Tesmal does not allow you to pick that house, where Seismo Tingler just prevents reap. So there is, you can still play, but it's not near as strong. Yeah, I think that's the exact reason, is it's not a full house lock, it's just an action lock. That being said, I'm going to go Logos. Let's drop a Babbling Bibliophile, and then a Wormhole Tech. Let's ward that Bibliophile. Seismo and Tingler to prevent Brobnar from reaping. And then Seismo and Tingler to prevent Sanctum from reaping. They've not played a lot of Sanctum. Sure. And then let's go Entropic Swirl. On Drummer not, because they can bounce that Bramo. Made a good call on Sanctum, because they are going straight into House Sanctum. I think I go Star Alliance here and push game end. So I'm gonna go Chief Engineer Walls, trigger him, look at my discard, I'm gonna grab Kirby's Blaster, Chief Engineer Walls, trigger him, I'm gonna grab Universal Translator. Let's go Universal Translator on Chan. This is where it gets disgusting. Let's play Kirby to the right with the Kirby's Blaster. Draw 2 cards. Let's put a Force Field on. So Chan's +8/+8. Okay, it's a reap. Yep, we're gonna do Force Field first. Then I'm gonna do Chan to choose Bibliophile to reap and draw 2. And then Wormhole Tech to reap. And ooh boy, deploy right, grab both those walls, pop them into the archives. Then I'm going to play, let's play Information Exchange, keep them off a key. Let's play Zap. And I can hit 5, so I can get rid of Bramo and I can get rid of Flame Lake Shaman. I'm gonna get rid of Bramo. Oh, sorry, I was miscounting. And I'm gonna get rid of Red Alert. End turn checkmate. Orion can't hear this, but I have to play it. He's talking about how his Ganger Chieftain and Gatekeeper are stuck in the bottom 4 of his deck. RIP. Also, ooh, Kelly's next. All right. I have to do this the old school way. I have to handwrite everyone's names. Sure. This is a 72 SAS, so if you want anything 72 or below, that'll give me a good test for this deck. Smite, Healing Blast. Okay. One stood against many. Oh boy. GG. Okay, so, ooh man, double Seismo is so good. I still don't know if that deck's really truly strong enough to play in a league. I think it's too control-y with not enough amber control. Too action control-y. But the snow is really coming down, so I'm gonna show the snow if I can get my camera that far. Nope. Don't think that's gonna work. Never mind. Chord's not going on. All right, so going here for Kelly. That's for you, Kelly. Fight. Let's do it. What do we got? Age of Ascension, double Time Traveler. Woof. Oh, and a Proclamation and a Key Charge. Ooh, Jesus. Okay. Okay. It's gonna be interesting. Efficiency definitely is an issue. I think that's why I ended up pulling ahead, was I was restricting your action economy by those Seismo Entanglers, so I was able to take a couple turns where I grabbed tempo eventually and just stayed ahead at that point. I'm gonna keep. And I don't know if you already have Kelly, but just while we're playing, if you mute me and then minimize the screen, we're good to go. That's funny. Proclamation 346 is such a good card, and I don't have any decks that have them. Let's put Light of the Archons on Kirby. Drop that Seismo. Now I want to double check just to make sure I'm being accurate. I don't think I do. If I do, they're very low ranked. Nope. Do not own any with Proclamation. I'm going to go Logos. Let's do Hologramophone. The other Seismo. Let's drop my Wormhole Tech. And let's Seismo prevent... let's prevent Sanctum for now. Well, we're gonna block Mr. Man. We're gonna report him. Spam, malicious link, bot account. Does mod check actually do something? I manually, since I don't have any mods operating for me, I just manually, I blocked, reported, and then banned them. So I do it all myself. Double Nepenthe seed? What the fuck is that? What is that bullshit? Okay. Well, I think I just stay in Logos then. So I'm gonna play Sanitation Engineer. I'm gonna play Information Exchange, Steel 1. It's Hologramophone on my Wormhole Tech. Or no, let's put it on Wormhole Tech. No Logos Reaping and no Sanctum Reaping. Then let's Reap with Logos. And let's hit 2 traits there and get 2 Amber. The way I see it, I'm not a large enough channel to have people modding for me when I can mod for myself. I think if my average viewer count goes above 10 to 15, I'll probably find someone to mod for me. But speaking of 10 or 15, we're at 10 viewers right now. What? So for those that are new, if you have not tuned into a Champions Challenge before, you can challenge me to a direct match. So right now I'm playing Kelly is Unique. We are playing 72 SAS or lower. If you want to challenge me, follow the scroller over there. Oh, there we go. Exclamation fight. You get to choose the constraints of the match. So any type of deck restraints. Do you want to restrict this to a type of house, to an SAS rank, a specific format? Do you want to do like an adaptive or a reversal or sealed, whatever? If you challenge me, it's your call. Your Dark Harbinger deck is really good. It's very fast. Yeah, we're getting big puffy snowflakes now. Fortunately, none of it's sticking just yet. And the ground's gotta get cold enough and it's too wet. Oh boy. Yeah, give me a key. Nepenthe Seed, what are they grabbing? Lab work, okay. Play lab work, Nepenthe Seed, lab work again. Help from future self. Oh yeah, double Nepenthe Seed with help from future selves. Yeah, you're grabbing a bunch of time traveler plays there. Thick, heavy, wet ass snow. No. We have like this little water runoff. Not really reservoir, just water runoff. Literally what it is, to help with drainage. And the grass is getting covered. It's the concrete of our patio, and the sidewalks aren't covered because they're still wet from the rain. But the snow is accumulating on the grass, so we'll see how bad it is in a couple hours. It's probably going to be pretty bad. Let's go blue key, because why not? Let's go Saurian, Odawak, Then an Imperial Road and a Quester Jarda. Let's go Phalanx Strike, kill a Time Traveler. Exalt, Wormhole. Now let's Exalt Quester Jarda and kill the other Time Traveler. Okay. I think I go Star Alliance here. If I go Logos, I'm just going to stall myself, so I'm going to go Star Alliance. Proclamation 346 is out. So I do need to try and get my board varied. So let's start with Chief Engineer Walls. Grab that Light of the Archons back. Let's go Kirby. Then a Chan. Let's have Light of the Archons pop on Chan. Imperial Road to put Praefectus Ludo out. And then Thorium Plasmate just for some amber. Now, the board that I've built right now completely shuts down my red alert. Trying to think. I don't think they have any board clear. They've got They're Everywhere, which could do some work, especially with the Nepenthe Seed, but they've used both Nepenthe Seeds. Cannot say that sentence. So I think I just ride out having the advantage here. And with Logos and Star Alliance, I should be able to maintain board control. Who's going to be next after this match? Don't have anyone queued up right now. Exclamation fight to seal your spot in line. Actually, I'm gonna try and do... What to do. I think I'll just go Star Alliance. Pitch this red alert. To the Universal Translator on Chan. And then a Light of the Archons on Chan. Same bullshit as last time. Let's Reap with Kirby. Drop that there. That's Imperial Road. Comes in stunned already, so there's no point not in doing that Pterodactyl. Let's Reap. And then Reap. Commander Chan is going to have Wormhole Tech Reap. And then I'm going to have... let's remove that stun. Check at 9. You're all gonna see some font going over my stream real quick, so just ignore that. Just give me a second. Trying to on the fly make something for myself on stream so people can see who is and is not next. Just gonna move that right there. There we go. I've got a list I can make on screen, so if anyone wants to challenge me, I can pop you straight into that list. Quarter? I do not know what you mean. Like a literal quarter? Good old key charge turn. So yellow key. What does the quarter out of your screen mean? I know there's like a credit card on your screen for scaling stuff, like scaling your screen size and everything. Oh, I know that arcade trick. I just didn't know that you were referencing that was the issue. Okay, here's what we're going to do. Yeah, I was an arcade fiend as a kid. Galaga, I rocked that shit. And Dig Dug, oh yeah. I think... oh, those Nepenthe seeds are an issue. I think I need to go Saurian. Let's remove that. Ready and use there. Let's reap. Then let's Axiom there. Legatus Raptor. And then exile. To, why not? I'll just exile there. Get rid of that fucker. There's actually a couple arcades in town. One of them's a pinball arcade. I've been there a couple times. It's tons of fun. And then there's one a little farther outside town that's a traditional arcade, but it's much smaller. Kind of like a little hole in the wall shop that they put a bunch of stand-up arcade machines in. Unfortunately, the advent of the console game killed arcades. It has been a dream of mine, honestly, to own arcade machines. because you can jury-rig them to not take quarters. And you can just do like a push start or anything like that. Now my struggle here is they can just nep and seed a bunch of shit, and it does not feel good. So I think my call here is going to be Star Alliance, because I can house cheat using Pterodactyl. I will take my archives. I'm going to play the upgrade on Chan. Play the upgrade on Chan. It's so stupid. Then Chan is going... Actually, I only get 2 damage. So I'm going to fight... Kill Marrows. Yeah, I'm going to use Chan to have you fight there. Kirby's Blaster is going to do damage there. Choose you. And I'm going to zap and go boom, boom. And end turn. This is a beast, Commander Chan. He's at 14-10. If I was playing any deck that had bounce, I would have reaped there and just bought a turn or two with the Amber going onto what's his name? Marrows. I would have just reaped, used Pterodactyl to fight the reap, or the, yeah. Would have set up some pretty gross stuff. Yeah, they're picking out my Seismo Entanglers. So I think I go Logos here. Seismo Entangler, prevent Sanctum from reaping. I'm going to ward Chan. Bibliophile. Engineer. Deploy right, archive them, gain 2, and end turn. And I'm hitting the halfway mark of stream, so as always, after this match I'm going to take a 5-minute break. But when I get back, I hope I have a couple people in queue, and we'll keep grinding away games today in the Champions Challenge. Man, they've got to have played Time Traveler 6-7 times this game. Because double Time Traveler, the Nepenthe Seeds, the Help from Future Self, that's getting pretty gross. Data Forge would be cost 16, cost 15 because it's got an Amber Pip, so 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. So if I get to 8 Amber, which I'm not able to do, okay. Oh boy. I gotta close this game out because they're going to Nepenthe Seed Key Charge. I guarantee it. Is that still in there? Yep. So let's go Saurian. No to the archives. So first and foremost, let's tribute right there, and let's do it again. Then let's Imperium to ward, and call that checkmate at 7. Or sorry, I should have fought before I did the ward. Whatever. Can't kill Obade. I can kill Time Traveler. I can kill ZYX. Do I just reap or do I fight? I think I fight. And I think I go right here. Get rid of all the logos. End turn, checkmate at 7. Key charge. Oh boy. Can they get it? Tis the question. This Chan is gross. I think the reason it's so easy to do this is I've just got the double engineer walls, and then I can code monkey those walls back in my archives and grab more upgrades. Or if Chan dies or it gets bounced, I can grab all those upgrades back and put like Kirby's Blaster on Kirby. Or while I have Kirby in play, I can reap, move the blaster over. So I can do stupid stuff with the upgrades in Starline. It's not the craziest upgrade manipulation deck I have. That actually used to be Butcher Kim until they changed the rules, because I could ping pong Melina's blaster and do 3 damage per attachment on Melina and then 2 damage per reap. So I could get some pretty, stupid stuff going. Now the question is, do they have a helper bot in hand to allow them to play this key charge off turn? If this deck had a transporter platform, I think it would be close to the 80s. It would probably be like a 76, 77. But yeah, the Proclamation just bought them another turn. So if I get a Logos creature on the board, my key cost goes down to 6. So I'm at 16 again. 15 because the Amber Pip would not count. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9. So I have to get to 9. Oh god. So close. This would get me there. I don't think they have a triple trait. No, nothing with a triple trait. Oh man. Oof. Oh man. I'm so close. Boy. That's a tough one. I think I just need to do it. Whether I get the key or not, I need to push tempo. So let's go Logos. Yes to my archives. Seismo Entangler is going to say no reaping with Sanctum. Then I'm going to Hologramophone my Chan. I need to play one creature. And I'm going to play Data Forge. Let's go Sanitation Engineer, Sanitation Engineer, and then Entropic Swirl. Let's take out let's just hit Obade. Because if I hit Time Traveler, my worry is they can just pull it right back. I want to make them have to spend that action to do it. That's Imperial Road, Praefectus Ludo to the left. Checkmate at 10. They've got a bunch of untamed shit, and they have key charge in hand, so they might get this key charge off. There goes untamed. Yeah. I anticipate this is game. They just need to get to 7. Not my logos. There's 6. There's 7. GG. Woof. Okay. So this just speaks to the fact that I need more decks. I need more decks that have fucking key cheats. Like, okay. I knew that was going to be an issue with the double Nepenthe and just the amount of card draw with the Time Travelers. They can cycle their deck super fast. So I don't have a ton of decks that have key cheats. Which makes it really gross. Because I've got these decks that if they just had... Honestly, it doesn't even need to be a good key cheat. Even if they had like Forging an Alliance or something like that. Just any type of key cheat that would allow me to speed my game up, because most of my decks rely on forging keys honestly, so no cheats. And yeah, I think that deck, the double Nepenthe with the double Time Traveler and a key cheat is sick. Like, that should easily be, I would say, like 78, 76. Anyway, so my frustration in not owning a ton of high tier decks that have key cheats is pretty rough. Oh man, I'm curious now before I go to break. I wish it was easy to list all the key cheats, but I'm just going to look at my top 10. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do 12 because there's 12 on a list. I'm going to look at my top 12 decks and see how many of them have a key cheat. Top 12 decks, 2 of them have key cheats. And 1 of them has 2 key cheats. I think that might be, because that's probably a pretty strong anti-synergy in the algorithm that DOK has written. So I'm pretty sure that the fact that your discard keeps getting shuffled makes it harder to truly grab what you want with Nepenthe. Yeah, you shut up, Mark. You've got, like, in your top 12 decks, you've probably got 15 key cheats. But I will be right back. I'm going to take a quick 5-minute break as usual, and I will come back hopefully to a couple people challenging me. And if not, I'll just do my thing. So, exclamation fight. I'll scroll back through and I'll see who challenges me. I'm back. We're here. No one's challenged me. Kelly. Yeah, it was still a very close game. I think there were a couple difficult decision points. I think I went with a suboptimal turn just to try and lock you out of a house. But your deck really wasn't... It doesn't want to reap, so I think I fell under the guise I was trying to play my strategy versus just rushing. And if I had just rushed, I probably could have gotten a key 1 or 2 turns earlier before you could key charge a second time. I think the fault with that deck is it's just it's a slower deck until I get that Star Alliance set up. Wow, I've played 100 games with Butcher Kim, at least online. Yep, I think I just had 1 or 2 suboptimal turns that sealed it in, that gave you the time to get that key charge off. Let's go back to my constraints. Let's go SAS minimum of 71. SAS maximum of 72. 18 decks to pick from. Wizards back for more. Why not, right? Yeah. What do we got this time? What's the max of 75? Okay. Let's see what I got. 75, 75. No, that's not gonna work. I'm not gonna do that one. All right, I got one. It's a 75. That's for you, wizard. Toasty. Start. Well, I don't like that position of that.
Just do it! Make your dreams come true!
I love it so much. Okay. Do that. What do we got? Symphony Lilibelle from the Elders Bastion. Double Pit Demon, double Schuler, not too bad. Man, you guys are putting me through the ringer with Time Travelers and key charges. Double Witch with... Excuse me. 5 total creatures and Untamed. So potential for... 7 or 8 amber a turn from the full creature play. So 1 key effectively. Lost in the woods. Okay. We're good. Let's do it. Why not? I will keep. Logos, Hapsis, and a Automaton. So that time I did not draw into what I just played. So apparently TCO was listening. It was taking my threats to heart. Huge library access turn coming here because they play a time traveler. So let's draw 3, draw 4, draw 5 because Twin Bolt. I'm just seeing how many cards I can draw. 6 from Fogify. 6 cards, not a bad turn. So let's go Saurian. Play Odoak to the left. Let's play Tricerian Legionary to the right and ward Hapsis, and then Chant of Hubris. To pop that to Time Traveler, just to try and deter them using that action. Kinds of discs coming out. So let's go Logos. Drop Daughter. Let's see, Hapsis is going to go ahead and fight this Pit Demon. Reassembling Automaton is going to fight Quixo. And go to the right. And let's play mini group think tank and then drop Sanitation Engineer. Sorry, I keep looking outside. The snow is so pretty. Yeah, talk about a beefy board state, right? That's what this deck does. Gordon Prof Croc Fotio is... I haven't seen any of my fun stuff yet, but it's got a reassembling automaton that I can drop a... I'm totally blanking on card names today. Where is it? I don't know what I was thinking about. I think I'm thinking of a different deck that could just abuse my automaton. I can put a bunch of capture on the automaton as long as my opponent doesn't have bounce. But yeah, so I've got the potential to do some pretty stupid stuff in Logos, especially if I can keep my automaton protected somehow. Yep, Niflhape ignores taunt and elusive. And they're going to shuffle my automaton, I guarantee it, and probably my Odoak. And then their Niflhape and Schuler. No, okay, they shuffled my Legionary and my Engineer. So I think I go Logos, drop the Titan Guardian, have Hapsis Reap, Automaton Reap, and then you're going to Reap. Kill him, go to the right. Bambling, Bibliophile, and Quant. One of the fun tricks about this deck is Spartosaur. With, unfortunately, Spartosaur, Automaton break each other. So, it's interesting when these dynamics happen on TCO, because I don't remember how well Ryan and I fixed it last time. I think I just took Automaton off the board and then put him back out. Schuler, steal 1. And then Reap fight, probably. Yep. Not my babbling bibliophile. No. I think I took the automaton off the board and then dragged it back out. But yeah, I was caught in an infinite loop. There goes my quants. They're getting rid of my action economy. Go Logos, I will get draw a card, draw 2 cards, so draw 3 cards. It's 6 this time, Kelly? Jeez. I think this is a 22 creature deck. Let me look. 23 creatures. And most of the creatures have good play effects. There's not a lot of dead creatures. Dead meaning they're just a body. So I'm going to go Logos. So I'm going to Reap. I think I'm just going to Reap with... let's go ahead and fight there. Draw a card. I'll just Reap. And then I will Reap... Kill there, draw 2 cards. Let's drop a candle unit. Check at 7. Mass Mutation, Kelly? What? This is a Worlds Collide deck. Oh yeah, Mass Mutation is just... A lot of the creatures aren't... I think Worlds Collide really capitalized on the status of your creatures do a lot, which I think was why in Worlds Collide there was a lot of, introduced warding, but also, introducing truly the effect of you need to board or clear a board. So if you let your opponent keep a board and Worlds collide, they were generally going to run away with the game. And I think that was the first set where that was 100% true. There's always going to be games where your opponent doesn't really actually play anything or doesn't really reap. So you're not truly benefiting from it, but being wrong about the tide effect. Because I know you were, I think it was you were pretty skeptical about it initially. I'm going to reap with Odoak. I'm going Saurian. So then I'm going to play left. I'm going to ward Candle Unit. I'm going to play Raider Gallum to the left. I'm going to play Spartosaur to the right. And then Draco Praco to the right. I'm going to Phalanx Strike 3. I'm going to Exalt. If they played, I think they've played both their Lost in the Woods. They still have one, so I need to be wary about putting too much Amber on Automaton. So I'm going to put an Amber on a warded creature. So let's put it on Candle Unit. Let's hit Schuler. Call that a turn. I want you to be wrong about Dark Tidings as well. I haven't been looking too much at the spoilers that are not even really spoilers. I mean, they legitimately have the set. Been looking at a lot of people posting pictures, so I've been looking at the art. As I say multiple times, I don't speak any Eastern languages. I can't even read them or make any sense of them. So I don't go out of my way to look at what the text is translated to. But I'm really enjoying seeing the card art. And one of the decks that I saw was posted was someone that had a gigantic creature. So it's good to see that gigantics are still a thing in Dark Tidings as well. Yeah, I love the work that Aaron is doing on key cheats on Keyforge. I think he is filling the Brad Andres envelope without being as quirky as Brad Andres was making cards. And I think Aaron and Tyler are a pretty good design team together. It's been fun seeing all that stuff come to fruition. I think I just stay Saurian. I'm gonna reap. I do not need to increase key cost. Let's reap. Let's reap. And I'm going to exalt to enrage Logos, because then I'm going to force Titan Mechanic to fight, and I'm going to reap with Spartosaur, drop a Golden Spiral, and put Praefectus Ludo to the left. I don't know. I haven't seen if Unfathomable got a gigantic or not. It would be really cool if they did, like a Kraken or something like that. You really think Sanctimonious has already got the entire deck list for Dark Tidings in a week? With Eastern translations and everything? Keyforge Adventures has me so excited, because Goober likes Keyforge, just does not like the one-on-one competitive aspect. And with Keyforge Adventures, if we can play Keyforge co-op, that would be cool. So I love the idea of Keyforge Adventures. Keyrackin'. It'd be so stupid. I think all the people naysaying and saying, "Oh, Keyforge is dead. Keyforge is dying." You know, little hissy fits. Uh-oh. Hold on. I'm seeing if they fixed it, because I did report the bug. Yeah. It bugged again. Discard. Ooh. Modify tokens. It needs an enrage counter. And then back. Exhaust ready, right? Because it moves exhausts. Yeah. Yeah, I fucking broke it. Well, I reported it, so I don't know if they're looking into it or if they're just saying fuck it. Oh boy. Okay, hold on. Let me do that. Do that. I'm just gonna take them both off the table and okay, cool. Exhaust. Boom. Ah, oops. Cool. We're good. I'm gonna forge the yellow key. And I'm just gonna go Saurian. Let's reap. 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 Exalt. Golden Spiral. Go ahead and use it. And exalt that, so now Odoak is preventing my amber from being stolen, and I'm at checkmate. What was I talking about? Blah, 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 blah. I just totally distracted myself by the broken combo there. Yes, so people freaking out about Keyforge is dead, Keyforge is dying, it's a dead game, blah, blah, blah. Seeing Dark Tidings still come out. And then seeing, man, and then seeing the Keyforge Adventures, Fantasy Flight as a company. They've not announced anything for Keyforge, but they have released a video game based in the Arkham Horror world for consoles. I think it's actually also available on PC. So they are working with digital content now. So that put some hope in the potential for an official Keyforge platform. Fantasy Flight is doing a lot of stuff. They're investing pretty strongly into Keyforge, especially doing Keyforge, Adventures. They've got another novel coming out. So they're investing a lot of time, effort, and resources into Keyforge. And a company would not be doing that if a game was dying or on the chopping block to be cut. And I know the interview with Aaron Halton that we were talking about earlier, he did announce that set 8 is in current design. Not production, but they're designing set 8 right now. So they're 3 sets ahead of current release, which is the pace they've been maintaining in the past. So there's nothing to tell us or show us that Keyforge is not being invested in. It's actually the opposite. Year and a half. So if we're going off the current development scale, Keyforge is planned for the next year and a half, if we're assuming oh yeah, sorry. So digital content, sure. I don't think there's going to be any digital content rushed to market. I think when they do release digital content, they are going to make sure that it is optimized. and 100% what they want it to be at release, or at least 90%. I know that Richard Garfield from Call of the Archons has been pushing. Keyforge had the intention at release to have digital support. A lot of restructuring happened with Fantasy Flight and Asmodee North America, so put a lot of that stuff on hold. But I'd say 2 years is fair, 2023, for digital content to be released. Mute my mic real quick, got a little bit of typing, but I'm waiting for another challenger. I got another hour, so another 2 to 3 games, just dangling that carrot. Okay. I didn't want to make everyone sound or listen to the sound of me machine gun typing. Challenger has arisen. What format we doing? AOA? Oh shit, we're doing sealed. All right, let's do it. Oh, this is gonna be awful. Private game, sealed. Age of Ascension only. I'm assuming that's what you meant, so I'm gonna queue it up that way. That's for you. This is going to be amazing or absolutely awful. You just had to pick my least favorite deck. Or not deck, least favorite set. I knew it. You're just doing it to fuck with me. Okay, I need to look at my deck. Minimize and mute, please. Gotta look at my deck list. Oh boy. I'm tempted to lick. I'm tempted to lick. I am tempted to link my deck in the chat because I know Orion's gonna minimize the screen, so I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. I don't remember the full name, but here we go. Just the deck list name, the Archon name, just 100% screams Game of Thrones. Doomed Arya of the Kingdom. Let's do it. It's funny because AOA is my least favorite set, and AOA is arguably Orion's favorite set. So it's really pulling on the polar ends of the spectrum here. Okay. Is it a legacy? I say Lost in the Woods I don't think was in AoA, was it? It was not. That's cool. I like that. Well, let's go Dis. Bloodshard Imp, Gold Key Imp, and a Tesmau. Well, I think what I need to do here is I need to go Dis to Cull the Weak. Then I need to have Bloodshard Imp reap and kill itself. Tesmel is going to reap and say Brobnar. Gold Key Imp's gonna reap. Tentacus is just gonna come into play, and then I'm gonna exhume this Bloodshard Imp out again. What to do? I think. Let's see. I always forget Tolus's effect. So anytime my creatures die, its opponent gets an amber. So I don't want to reap right now. I want to make them reap, and I want to keep Bloodshard Imp out. So I'm gonna go Untamed to Bumblebird for no effect. Persistence Hunting. Yep, let's exhaust Brobnar. Let's keep that Brobnar in check as best I can. Let's have Camouflage go up, and that way only a flank creature can fight it. And I'm gonna grab its cycle, and I'm gonna grab this Exhume. I'm gonna grab the Exhume. It definitely can, Kelly. I think AOA Brobnar is probably the most polarized of the houses in AOA. It is either a really good list or a really shitty list. There's not a lot of in-between Brobnars, but Dis was very strong in AOA, and Sanctum, not as polarized as Brobnar, but Sanctum kind of has some weirdness about it in AOA. I feel like Sanctum was kind of unguided, undirected. Yeah, I think that was really why Sanctum struggled in my head. It was trying to capture a lot without the ability to actually hold on to that amber. It was trying to become Saurian, but wasn't Saurian, if that makes sense. Because Saurian had the huge bodies and the wards to protect itself, where Sanctum, I think the average creature strength of Sanctum in AOA was 4. Which 4 was decent, but as a whole, 4 still 4 wasn't strong enough to maintain a board. So I'm gonna go Shadows. I'm gonna pop an Umbra, and then a Nerve Blast. Let's steal one. Let's nuke Tolus. Let's put Lamindra right there to give both Bloodshard Imp and Umbra elusive. And I have Heist Knight, but that's an alpha, so I cannot play it till next turn at the earliest. It absolutely did. Because you could only use Healing Blast. You can only use Healing Blast on creatures that survived, and Sanctum didn't have creatures that truly survived, so you needed to rely on your larger power creatures coming from your other houses. But Sanctum was often seen as the fighting house, or like the big body house, so it made it difficult to, I don't know, I don't know if the algorithm didn't always put big bodies in other houses because Sanctum existed. It was just weird to have Healing Blast. It should have 100% been a reprint of Vigor. And that was a really cool interview with Richard Garfield on Call of Discovery. I think it was about a month, maybe a month and a half ago. And Richard Garfield just talking about, yeah, we can reprint word for word a card and give it a different name and put it in a different house. Well, it shouldn't. Hold on. Sorry, I was just thinking out loud. It was a really good interview. I liked it because it really gave clarity to Richard Garfield's intentions behind the game, and seeing that Fantasy Flight is trying to actually stay true to his intentions. You know, the exception being the digital content, but for him to be able to just say, no, that's an intentional design mechanic, is, yeah, we'll reprint Lab Work and turn it into Hidden Stash and Shadows, and just by it being in Shadows, it's not as strong, even though it's the exact same card, just different name. What do I want to do? I'm going to go Shadows. I'm going to play Heist Knight and steal 2. Umbra is going to... Man, I gotta start getting rid of these cards. So I'm going to fight, hit Foozle, steal 1. Bloodshard Imp is still going to kill my creatures that reap. So I'm going to play Spymaster. And then I'm not going to do anything with Lamindra. I like that elusive being there. Check at 10. Yeah, and changing the rarity too. Archive mechanics are rarer in some houses than others. So that makes sense, increasing the rarity too. So they did get rid of my Bloodshard Imp. So I'm going to now forge the blue key. I think I go... Untamed here. So I go Untamed. Let's drop the Nox. He's going to be elusive, which is hilarious. Let's Reap with Bumblebird. Let's Lost in the Woods to bounce. Let's bounce Bumblebird and... I'll get rid of Tentacus. And let's bounce the 2 with Amber on him. And end turn. Or, nope, sorry. Type, no. Choose a friendly creature. I'm going to use this on Knuckles and have Knuckles fight Calfine. Board clear. So let's go Dis. Let's play Eater of the Dead. Let's play Poltergeist. Let's get rid of that Grump Buggy. Let's go Exhume to grab Tezmal. Okay, let's just go Shadows. Let's drop a bunch of stuff. Yancey Gang and 2 Umbras. Oh man, snow is so pretty. What? Fuck your pain reaction. Get that shit out of here. Streak. Yeah. Exhume. So you're going to play 2 creatures. Play a 3rd for me. Play a 3rd for me. Give me that life web. Give me that juicy life web. Give me that juicy life web. Doesn't look like they're going to, because they're a jerk. Nope, so I'm going to go Dis. Remove stun, remove stun. Let's go Shret. And then a Tentacus. And Hideaway Hole so everyone gets elusive. And all dead. Begone! What do they do? Play Begone, play Lion Botrom. Marked marked fights. Yep, elusive. Haha. Didn't work. Let's go Untamed, because Bumblebird and Marmoswarm. Then Nature's Call. Let's just bounce all of those. And then they're everywhere, because why not? Check at 7, they're check at 9. If they go Sanctum and drop 3 again, I'm hoping that they play all 3, if not more, and I grab Life Web and get a nice steal off that. But I have a feeling they got a much better deck list. Orion knew that the only way to beat me is by playing sealed. Not true, but funny. Okay, so I'm gonna go Untamed. It's Reap, and Life Web. Check at 9. Don't think I've got much to really try and close this game out, unfortunately. All kinds of big bodies. Let me grab a Foozle. Drop a Foozle, yep. Yellow key, let's go Dis. Streak. Key to Dis and Lash. I do draw Heist Knight, but problem is, it's an alpha. I've got time for one more match after this. This match is coming to a close, so if anyone wants to queue up and take their spot, exclamation fight. Scroller over there. I feel like I should move that scroller down just a smidge. Jesus. Okay. Fuck all I can do here. I should just nudge the scroller down a little bit, so it's probably gonna have to refresh here. Refresh. Okay. Woof. So I can't steal anything on shadows this turn. The best I can do is, yeah, Dis, Lash, and Key, which puts me at check. That's what I was trying to figure out, Kelly, is I think that was my only way out. So I think I just had to do it, because I don't know if they had... Yeah, they've got a Schuler now, so that closes the game out. Woof! Discard. Hideaway Hall. Knuckles. Leave game. That was a really close one. I'm curious what the scores of his deck was. Time for one more. Who is brave enough to take me on? Wizards back for round number 3. How am I out of stock from the sound alert? No idea. I was able to just play it. All right, Wizard. What are we playing? High stakes, 85 cap. Okay. I have no 85s, but I do have some high scoring decks. I will pitch my best against you. See what I can do with this one. Kelly did it. Kelly did it. Is that the first time you've played slots, Kelly? Man, Orion has been fueling. Orion's been fueling that slot game. And you just grabbed 2,000 of it. Nice. Slots are 100 minimum. As it just said. And there's a slight timeout because I don't allow people to spam. I think it's about 15 or 30 seconds between. So apologies for that. Yeah, Orion and Mark have dumped a lot of amber in there, and Kelly rolls once and wins 2,000. Okay, private. There we go. Copy game link. That is for you, Wizard. And then by the time you join the game, you'll... What is the timeout? I gotta check what the timeout is. I don't remember it being that long. Let's see. I need to make sure I get the right deck here. Let's see. Where's the slots command? User cooldown. I had it at 30, so I'm changing it down to 15. Gotta look at your timestamps here. I'm gonna mulligan. I'm going first, so I'm playing Agripiece, Swindler of the Park. I played it on stream quite a few times. And then Shrewd Perseus. Triple Odoac, double E-Die, and a Discombobulator. Okay. Scaling Amber Control, no. Cool. So let's start with a Logos turn of Igor. Grab that. Okay. Okay, good old Jericho. I'm just gonna go Logos, drop Scientifical Hack, drop Daughter, and Reap with Igor. You didn't lose audio. I just forgot to unmute myself. So there was no audio, but it wasn't because the audio got lost. Anyway, so yeah, I just walked through my turn. I didn't say anything specific. If you were watching, you saw what I did. I just house dis, dropped creatures, nuked Jericho, and then purged Jericho in Tribute, because Tribute was looking like the best Amber control they had. Do. Going zap, whole bunch of captures. Let's go dis. To have Dendrix fight Kincan, make him discard a card. Oh, no. That's elusive. Oops, hazardous. Well, let's reap. Let's go Gleeful Mayhem. Hit there. Let's hit there. Hit Kincan. Now finished with you to shuffle Igor and Furnace and Rock Gub back in. And let's just get rid of... Actually, I don't really need to use Scientifical Hack just yet. Scroller off because not taking any more cues yet. Don't like any of this. So I'm going to go Saurian. Let's drop my Brooded On Auxiliary with a Raider Gallon to the left and a Jarda to the right. Let's go. Let's start peeling Amber off of there and put it right there. Probably not the best to do that. I always mix up Tribune and yeah, I fucked that turn up bad. You could tell I'm getting tired. They're gonna exile, yep. You can tell I'm getting tired because I am making all kinds of stupid mistakes. So let's go Saurian, drop Gargantodon, let's Tribute, and I'll do it again, why not? Then I'm gonna Reap and Exalt. Let's just get rid of Scientifical Hack. Doing too well right now. Double E-Die, so that's gonna raise my key cost by 4. 2 per each. Good old Discombobulator as well. So I'm going to go, let's go Logos. Let's drop Igor. To take, ooh, do I take Graft or do I take another Igor? Graft will get me 1. I'll take it. Graft, Daughter, and then Thorium Plasmate to move an Edai. Yeah, let's move Edai over there. They have Garcia, which will keep me off a key. It's the only thing they can do right now in Star Alliance to keep me off key is play Garcia. The chances of them having it are pretty good. This is the kind of weather where I just want to stand outside and just stand on the balcony and watch the snowfall. I don't like driving in the winter. I don't like being cold, but I do like just watching snowfall. Officer Gray. Key cost 12. Yep, because they just put Odoak into their archives. So I'm going to go Logos, Reap. Let's play Edai, archive that. Let's do Twin Bolt. Hit there and hit here. 12 of 12. They're just going to keep ramping up my key costs. Question is, do you take your archives and leave that Odoak in there, or do you let me just sit here? Honestly, they're probably going to make me forge at 12 here. Yeah. Makes sense. So, I'm going to go blue key. Let's go Dis. Nope, don't take my archives. I'm going to go with an E on the fringes. I have... Okay. So, let's then play a Harbinger of Doom, a Misery Exploit, a Evil Eye, then a Infernus to grab my opponents. Let's hit that Discombobulator and then the probably the Cutthroat Research. And then let's play a Lesser Octet. Able to play it without purging anything, which is nice. Sometimes I do want to purge, but not in this case. I had too good of a hand. Oh boy, what to do here? I think I just have to manage this board right now. So I go dis, no to my archives, reap with Infernus, fight into Molina. Yeah. And then Rock Gub. Oh, this is a rough one. So I'm gonna go Saurian, take my archives, drop the Golden Spiral, Centurion Stenopius, I will Exalt. Let's go Livia the Elder. She's pretty useless in this deck, but whatever. Let's go Ancient Power, and Shanta Hubris. Check at 7. Or just reap. There's a yellow key. I'm gonna go Logos. Let's drop a Igor. Ooh. Yeah, let's grab Infernus. Let's go Scientifical Hack. Let's go Groupthink Tank. Twin Bolt Emission. Kill both those. And then let's Remote Access to grab Auto Legionary. This is a close one. Battle of wits over here. Okay, here comes a big Logos turn. They're going to probably drop a lot of E-die and all that kind of nonsense. Titan Guardian Reap, they're at 7. Groupthink think they're probably just gonna Reap. Might fight, but no Reap. $14 cards in hands, it's gross. Here comes a Neutron Shark. So they're probably going to nuke Titan Guardian. Yep, drop 2 more cards. Yeah, I don't think there's anything I can do here. I can get them off 3 Amber. Yeah, most I can do is 3. So they've got it. So this. Let's go in Furnace. I'm gonna have to do mine. So I'm going to hit my remote access, and then I'm going to hit my ancient power. Play my E on the fringes. Discard to purge my rock gub, steal 1. Use scientific hack, and then use E on the, well, I'll just use in Furnace to reap. GG. Didn't have enough stuff in hand to deal with those E-dies. My key cost went up way too high for a couple times, unfortunately. That's the problem. My 82s still have some holes. So my 82s are pretty strong. Ow. They are my strongest decks I own. Yeah, protecting your E-dies are what really did me in. So I wholeheartedly made a couple big mistakes early. Just not paying attention to what I was doing, choosing wrong targets. But I don't think it ultimately would have mattered. I think you still would have gotten me because I wasn't drawing well, and I didn't have any good ways to get your E-dies off the board quickly. So you being able to make me pay 12 for my first key is what won me the game. Because if you don't account for that, if I had forged at 6 or even 8, I would have had enough amber to be in checkmate at the end. Yeah, and I think that's what a lot of my high tier decks do, is they don't do anything sneaky, they don't do anything broken. It's just they're a collection of great cards, but if you don't see them in the right order, it gets a little fishy. So I'm still on the hunt for an efficient 80 plus SAS. I had a 94 that I ended up selling, which funny enough is now in the hands of Jupiter over at Keyforge Premier League. He has it now, but that 94 was just, I could not win with it. I was like 0-6, and I was even playing in casual and losing. And yes, I was that casual guy playing a 94 in a casual queue, but at that point I think I was 0-5. I just couldn't get it to work. It had so many, I think it had 4 in Furnace, but it had no way to bounce them, or no, 3 in Furnace. And it was just the dis list was all the heavy bangers that are like really heavily weighted right now, I think. Or sorry, I had 1 Infernus, 3 Harbingers, but all my creatures I wanted to keep aboard. So it was a weird balance. If I took more time, I probably could have learned to play it better, but I was willing to let it go. I had other strong decks that did similar things, and a lot of people will chase that high of an SAS for a pretty nice price. But thank you for an awesome Saturday. Champions Challenge has worked much better on Saturday, and so Wizard finally got his revenge and took me out at the end there. But thank you to everyone else who gave me a good challenge, except for you, Orion. You made me play sealed, so fuck you. Just kidding. Stipulation. Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I'll play whatever. This is a fun way for me to practice different types and styles of decks and different formats. Because I know if left to my own devices, I'm just going to play Archon with the same decks over and over again. So this is a fun way for me to interact with all of you and have fun while doing so. So I will be back on Friday for Friday Fun Day, just playing whatever I feel like. And it'll be from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Mountain. And that was a fun deck, to be honest. I had fun with that one. So I'll be back on Friday, 5 to 8 Mountain Time, Friday Fun Day, just playing whatever and hanging out and chatting about Keyforge. And thanks again for an awesome stream on Saturday. This has been the Crystal Hive. When in doubt, reap it out. Take care, stay safe, stay warm.